Good evening. Welcome to the Tuesday, October 7th meeting of the Milford Planning and Zoning Board. If we could please stand for the pledge and a moment of silence. If you would please call the roll.
Mr. Agnesi?
Present.
Mr. Alling?
Present.
Mr. Anderson?
Present.
Mr. Hirsch is absent. Mr. Collegian?
Present.
Mr. Macchio?
Here.
Mr. Mortimer?
Present.
Mr. Sadi is absent. Mr. Zaharides?
Present.
Chairman Kish.
I'm here as well. First order of business is an executive session. I'd like to invite David. Okay, without objection, we're in executive session. Okay, new business is 9 Beach Ave, Zone R 12.5, petition of Andrew and Deborah Ackman for coastal area site plan review for a new single-family dwelling on map 82, block 784, parcel 4, of which Andrew and Deborah Ackerman is the owner. Applicant has the floor.
How are you? Good evening. We're proposing to
Excuse
demolish...
me, can you state your name and address, please?
Roger Connolly. Okay, so we are,
Yeah, the address too, for the record.
address?
Yes,
34 Parkway, Fairfield, Connecticut,
thank you.
and referring to 9 Beach Ave. Okay, so we are proposing to demolish the existing home and foundation, install a new foundation, and build a new 3-story house with a built-in swimming pool in the backyard.
Okay, David, would you like to weigh in on this application, please?
The applicant is constructing a new single-family dwelling of 34.5 feet in height, replacing the existing dwelling located on the site. The plans have been reviewed by the city engineer and inland wetlands agency with recommendations from the city engineer to correct / clarify some information which can be made conditions of approval. No adverse impacts to coastal resources are anticipated.
And do you have objection to having that covenant put into the motion to comply with the engineer's requests?
Yes, I didn't quite understand that.
Okay, so if we make a motion and we say that you must comply with the city engineer, is that
Yes.
fine with you?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any questions of the applicant? Seeing none, I'd hear a motion.
I propose to move with the following conditions: the petition of Andrew and Deborah Ackerman for a coastal area site plan review for a new single-family dwelling on map 82, block 784, parcel 4, of which Andrew and Deborah Ackerman are the owners. Items A, B, and C contained in the city engineer's letter to Stephen Harris dated 9/11/25 are to be completed to the city engineer's satisfaction.
You have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? If you would, please call the vote.
Mr. Agnese?
With the motion.
Mr. Alling?
With the motion.
Mr. Anderson?
With the motion.
Mr. Collegian?
I'm with the motion.
Mr. Macchio?
With the motion.
Mr. Borneroth?
With the motion.
Mr. Zaharides?
With the motion.
Chairman Keish?
I'm also with the motion. Good luck with your project.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Next order of business is a public hearing closed by November 11, vote by January 15th. 31 Cooper Ave, Zone R5. Petition of Fred and Jennifer Baldieri for a special permit and coastal area site plan review for a new single-family dwelling on map 22, block 458, parcel 36, of which Fred and Jennifer Baldieri are the owners.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. For the record, my name is Kevin Kersaden. My office is at 243 Broad Street here in Milford. With me this evening is Mr. Baldieri and also John Wicko, the architect, to answer any potential questions you may have. This is actually an addition to the existing house. It's already been elevated to be FEMA compliant. Right now, the existing house is 731 plus or minus square feet. It's a modest proposal to increase the square footage. I'll let Mr. Wicko talk about that. As the background, we have wetlands approval, we have variance approval. It's been circulated to DEEP. DEEP had, John Goucher from DEEP had no issues, and there's a city engineer's memo. City engineer has reviewed and approved it with conditions. So pending your questions, I could have Mr. Wicko discuss it briefly.
Thank you.
Good evening, John Wicko, architect, 58 Prospect Street in Milford. As Kevin mentioned, the existing FEMA compliant house is there. the Balderis would like to renovate the first floor, expand it. They received some variances for setbacks and coverage. Renovate the first floor, add bedrooms to the second floor, and then some additional office and living space up on the third with observation decks. It's all compliant. The additional that I had. So the total living area is 2574 square feet. We have existing, but it's, adding 2 stories. Right now it's 1 story with a loft. We're doing a full second story and then the third within the roof line. Building heights compliant. Dormers are within the 35% that are above the 35 feet. That's basically it. I can certainly answer any questions, but it's all FEMA and zoning compliant with the variances.
Great, thank you. Are there any questions for the applicant at this time? Would you like to continue? Okay, this is a public hearing, so if anybody from the public would like to speak, you're welcome to come to the podium. Going once. Going twice. No one? Okay. Without objection, we will close the public hearing. And if there is, I'd like to hear a motion.
I'm sorry, I have a question.
Oh,
On the proposed conditions, can I hear a little bit about the conditions on this from my recommendations contained in city engineer's letter? I just noticed that. It seems pretty straightforward, but I think I'd like to hear a little bit about that.
So for the record, the hearing's still open then? Just want to make sure.
yes,
It's reopened. Okay.
I stand corrected.
So my understanding, Mr. Sulkus is bringing those up. Thank you, Mr. Sulkus. Those were the conditions there. Mr. Podlusky had mentioned to indicate the coastal resources on and near the site, which I think has actually been done, which is typically the coastal jurisdiction line or the mean high water mark. I know the mean high water mark and CJL are on the plans already, which is why we know it's a special permit, because we're doing work within 25 feet of the mean high water mark, which is what triggers the special permit public hearing. Item P, I looked at that earlier. I can't recall exactly what that is. And then, of course, we have the bond for the milling of the road for any utility work that's done. That's pretty standard. And item P, he has several, I guess, subcategories. And I think Mr. Sulkus, in his staff report, I don't think he was able to read that yet, refers to these as could be conditions of approval. So these are procedural or administrative, check this box or uncheck that box, and the other substantial ones are pretty standard, and there's no objection.
Okay. Appreciate that. And the only difference, we're going vertical, not back into the marsh.
Correct. It's the existing pilings or foundation, and it's going up, and we're not getting any closer really to the existing footprint of the marshland. Yeah.
Thank you.
And I was remiss asking David to weigh in.
The applicant is constructing a new single-family dwelling of 35 feet in height within 25 feet of the tidal wetlands mean high water. DEP has reviewed the project due to the site elevation being below 2.9 feet. The plans have been reviewed by DEP, the city engineer, and the Inland Wetlands Agency. Recommendations from the city engineer to clarify some information which can be made conditions of approval. No adverse impacts to coastal resources are anticipated.
So can we have a motion that includes all, not without reading each line item?
Yeah, the motion that you have refers to items 1, 2, and 3, which are up on the board there. And item 2 is the one that, backtracks to the laundry list of other things. So as long as the motion has, the conditions being my recommendations per the letter of number 1, 2, and 3. That would cover the city engineer's concerns.
Okay, thank you. So hear a motion with that.
I move to approve with the following conditions, the petition of Fred and Jennifer Balderi for a special permit with coastal area site plan review for a new single-family dwelling on map 22, block 458, parcel 36, which Fred and Jennifer Balderi are the owners. Items 1, 2, and 3 of my recommendations contained in the city engineer's letter to the Planning and Zoning Office dated 9/10/25 are to be completed to the city engineer's satisfaction.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, please call the vote.
Mr. Agnesi?
With the motion.
Mr. Allen?
With the motion.
Mr. Anderson?
With the motion.
Mr. Collegian?
With the motion.
Mr. Machio?
With the motion.
Mr. Mortimer?
With the motion.
Mr. Zahardis?
With the motion.
Chairman Keish?
With the motion as well. Good luck with your project. Next order of business is 294 High Street, Zone RO. Petition of Thomas Lynch Esquire for a site plan review for an 830G 9-dwelling unit development at map 65, block 310, parcel 6A, of which High Street Properties LLC is the owner. Applicant has the floor.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. So just administratively, I had sent an email to David last week. Ron Wasmer is on vacation this week. I need him with me on that particular application. So I had sent David an email asking that this be put over to the October 21st meeting, if that's okay.
That's without objection? Done.
Great. I am here for the next one.
Okay. Let me introduce you properly.
All right.
Next order of business is 249 New Haven Avenue, Zone CDD4, petition of Thomas Lynch Esquire for a site plan review for an 830G 4-dwelling unit development at map 55, block 510, parcel 35, of which Kareem Jazer is the owner. Applicant has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And for the record, my name is Thomas Lynch. I'm an attorney with the law firm Lynch, Trimbicki, and Boynton, and my office is located here in Milford at 63 Cherry Street. And I'm here tonight with my client, Mike Jazer, acting on behalf of his parents, Kareem and Najwa. The Jazer family owns the property at 249 New Haven Avenue. They have owned it for many years. This is an application before you for a CAM approval and a site plan approval for the addition of a 2-unit duplex on site in accordance with Section 830G of our Connecticut statutes. Plans have been submitted to you that David has on the screen, prepared by Ron Wasmer and Joe Rousseau for this project. So this is a pretty straightforward application. My clients have a existing 2-family house on site. The property is located in zone classification CDD4, multifamily. A 2-family is a permitted use in that zone, and taking it the next step to a multifamily development can also be approved in the CDD4 zone as long as you have 30% of the units designated as set aside for those tenants that meet the 830G income standards. So in fact, we submitted this application under the parameters of Section 830G. So the existing house was built around 1900. It consists of some 1,400 square feet. There's going to be, per the plans, a 2-unit duplex that's going to be built on the westerly side of the property. So there will be a total of 4 units on site. 2 of the units will be set aside as affordable under the terms of the statute. That, in essence, constitutes 50% of the project rather than the required 30%. So I just think that's noteworthy just for the record. The site is some 1/4 acre in size. It's 10,000 square feet. And the proposal is to keep the 2-family house, have the 2 units in the two-family house designated as the 2 affordable units, and then the duplex will be constructed, as I said, on the western side of the property. 3 levels, pretty standard with most of the apartment, 830G apartment style dwellings that have been built around Milford. Garage on the first level, a living area and kitchen on the second level, and then 1 bedroom with a den on the third level. The parking on site will be 8 spaces, which complies with actually the zoning regulations. There's going to be 2 units in the garage for the duplex that's going to be built, and then there's 4 surface, there's 2 spaces in the garage, and then there'll be 6 surface spaces in addition to that. I did comply with the statute and submit to you a affordability and marketing plan. I hope you had the chance to scroll through that. Basically, with 2 units, 1 unit will be set aside to those tenants whose income meets 60% of the local median, and the other unit will be set aside for those who meet 80% of the local median. The local median income is $113,000. The calculation will result in the 1 unit that's going to be rented to the 60% tenant. The rent would be $13.88 a month. The 1 unit that would be rented to the family that meets 80% of the the local income standard, that rent will be $1,888 a month. The plans have been reviewed by all the city departments. The city engineer issued his memo. It was pretty standard. He did make note that he wants to have a concrete apron installed instead of maintaining the asphalt apron that's there. My client will comply with that. He also made note that the sewer lateral to the duplex will meet the current standards of 8 inches. The sewer lateral that goes to the existing house, he believes, is 6 inches, but that can remain with a waiver signed by the clients. The Police Commission also reviewed the plans and approved them at their July 23rd meeting, and the Sewer Commission issued an approval on August 25th. And lastly, Tim Suden, our fire marshal, reviewed the plans and issued an approval memo on July 15th. So with that said, at the outset, it's pretty straightforward. We're just adding 2 additional units onto the site. I think it's a reasonable request, and of course, you know your standard under 830G, absent any public health or safety issues involved here. The state is mandating that it's a public interest to encourage affordable housing, and this application meets that standard. Thank you very much. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Any questions at this time?
Thank you, through you, Mr. Chair, to Attorney Lynch.
Hi.
How old is the existing building?
It was built in 1900.
Okay, so just because it mentions the affordable units shall be of construction quality and size that is substantially equivalent to the market rate units within the development, you mentioned that the affordable units are going to start out in that building. The 2 units within the...
That's correct, right. The
Okay.
the 2 units in the house will be the affordable units.
Okay, and the new building is...
Those will be rented at market rate.
Okay. How are they to be similar in construction quality and
Well, I think the
materials?
affordability plan refers to the new construction has to be similar. So in other words, in your typical situation, you're building an entire project, right? So the statute makes clear that if you're doing that, say you're building a 30-unit building, you can't have Formica and white appliances in the affordable units and have granite and stainless steel in the market units. So that's when they're making references, they need to be similar. It's more to the new construction units.
So even though obviously the new building is going to be new,
Right.
Are they going to be similar materials and similar design for the new and the pre-existing building?
No,
Okay.
No, the new units will be similar, but the existing building is staying the same.
Similar, but I think they're similar to each other is what I'm asking. No, okay.
I know the point you're trying to
Yeah,
make.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm trying to use the analogy that the statute refers more to the new developed buildings, that the market rate apartments have to be the same as the affordable ones.
Understood. And then my last question is, normally in an 830G application, so there are certain units that are set aside at the beginning that are affordable. After that, it becomes a first available unit situation where the next available unit, depending on, whether someone who was, making under 80% or 60%, determines what is the next unit that's offered at an affordable rate. Is that the case for this project?
No, we're designating 2 units as affordable. So if somebody moves out of Unit A, which is one of the units in the house, then a replacement tenant has to be meeting the same income standards.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Any other questions?
Attorney Lynch, good evening.
Hi.
So, the present configuration has a 2-fam and sizable lot next to it. So the lot is part of the project, is it not?
There's 2, if you saw the survey.
There's a parking lot.
There's two
Next
lots
door.
on a pre-zoning lot. So the division line between those lots is going to be eliminated, and the lots are going to merge. So there'll be one parcel constituting this project.
That includes the existing parking lot?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And the parking lot is the area where the duplex will be constructed?
I think if we can, David, can we go to the proposed site plan? All right, so the parking that's going to be laid out, you're going to have the 2 cars in the garage, you're going to have the 2 cars in front. So basically, that parking will take
It
care
is.
of all of the tenants in the duplex.
Yeah, it
And
is.
then to the back portion of the property is going to be a parking area.
Right, so the answer is yes, that is the case, and there will be other provisions for parking toward the rear and what is presently being used for parking.
Yes.
Okay.
And there'll be a total of 8, which is zoning compliant for
Yep.
4 units.
Okay, my other question concerns the existing tenants. Is the house fully rented now?
I believe the family is in the house now,
Both units?
both units.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay, so I won't pursue that any further.
Michael and then his parents.
Got it.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Mr. Chair.
Yeah, go ahead, David.
Attorney Lynch,
Yes.
what is the distance from the front of the building to the sidewalk? The new building? Where those 2 cars are parked in front, yeah?
Yeah.
What is that distance from the very front of the building to the sidewalk?
I think Ron has it in his zoning table, or it's scaled.
20.1 feet. It's, hold on. It's 20 feet is the required for the CDD4, and the existing, which is the closest one
The
here,
existing house is 20 feet.
is 20.1.
No, I'm talking about the new building.
Well, that's further back.
It's further back. Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
it almost looks to be 30 or 40 feet back.
Right. And you need 20 in that zone.
Yeah.
So those cars that pull in, are they going to have to back out onto New Haven Avenue? Or will they be able to somehow
Yeah, you can see what
even
David's
though
using.
that's about 6 feet from the line to the edge of the house. It's going to be,
Well, I think what David's cursor is on the left side of there. David, if we go over to the right, there's more area there, yeah. So if the car that you see, that one, wants to pull into that area, then he can get out, yeah. Because that's going to be a driveway going to the parking area in the back.
seems to me like it's going to be kind of tight for a car to turn around so he can face out rather than have to back out onto New Haven Avenue.
Well, with all due respect, Mark, I mean, most people on New Haven Avenue do back out from their driveway, right? I think this offers an alternative to that, to have an area to be able to swing a car around.
Mr. Chair?
David?
Mr. Lynch, could you provide us with what you believe is the regulation that talks about the unit equivalency and that all the units there don't have to be equivalent for the affordable housing?
Off the top of my head, no.
No, I know you, I mean, I'm just saying, is that something you could get to us?
I could, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see an alternative other than having one affordable in the old house and one affordable in the new building.
That, because that would be unit equivalency, as I understand it under the statute.
I don't think that's a problem.
Okay,
If you want to make that a condition of approval.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, I concur with that.
Because there's going to be renovations to the house as well, so the house is going to be
Yeah, I mean, when we,
brought to a more modern stance, for lack of a better terminology.
I think it's just cleaner that
Yeah,
way.
okay.
Yeah, that way there's no,
And I can explain that to Michael, and there's no problem with that.
excellent, excellent.
and the easy way to explain it, Mr. Lynch, is, you know, you have a house that has garages and a building that doesn't. So unit equivalency would mean that an affordable unit would have a garage.
Yeah,
And a market rate unit would also have a garage, but also have a unit that doesn't have a garage.
And it's my understanding from other cases that I've been aware of that the statute itself or the regulations under the statute refer to the newly constructed part of the project, but I'm not going to press that issue. I think it's a good idea, and we're fine with it, okay?
Any further questions before we open it up to the public? Yep. Ms. Marcio.
Since you already said the 60% to 80%, what is your market rate, if you don't mind? I mean, up to you to answer that. What you want to rent out the other 2 units that are going to be in the brand new building?
Market rate, I don't really know right now. I would say with its proximity to downtown and the train station, probably close to $3,000 a month.
If
For
You
the
didn't- yeah.
new duplexes.
yeah,
with
you're
the
saying
garage.
3,000 per acre.
Right.
So if the other 2 were not affordable, would that separate the profit margin, meaning you would probably reduce the other 2 units to try and get everything more affordable? Or would you just make it more, just a hypothetical, just so I can,
Well, I think I conceded the issue that was being raised by Joe and then David asking for follow-up, so that if you have one affordable unit in the existing house and one in the duplex, I think that achieves the goal that you're referring to. Evening, quote-unquote, evening things out.
just saying, well, quote-unquote evening out, meaning if one's 13, one's 18, the other 3 are 3, if you just do 4 divided by whatever your profit margin you want to make anyway, would it make the affordable units, or make all the units more affordable and reachable for people in Milford, meaning dividing up all the income you're going to get?
It
That
doesn't
makes
work.
sense.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. You have to do it on a per unit basis. You have
I'm
to-
just saying if this wasn't an 830G project.
Oh, yeah, I can concede that, but I'm just saying for the purposes of this application, this is an 830G. and
Right.
We have to designate 2 units as the affordable units. So right now, I think we designated units A and B, which are the ones in the house. I can amend the affordability plan and send it to David and designate units A and C as the affordable units. Okay?
Yeah, I understand that. I was just trying to more or less get your opinion based off of if you did decided not to go with the 830G. That's really the only question I have, just because I have an opinion that affordable housing raises rents that are the market value ones.
We could argue
No,
that.
yeah,
We
no,
could-
it's,
we
it's
could
my
debate that
opinion,
all
that's why I
night.
just asked
Right.
it. Yeah, has nothing to do with this. That's it. Thank you.
I think what raises the rent of the other non-affordable units is the proximity to downtown and, shops and restaurants and the train station, so.
Okay, any other questions or comments? If not, we'll open a public hearing. If anybody from the public would like to speak, please come up. Seeing none, unless there's other questions, we'll close the public hearing. And David, do you want to give us an additional overview?
There's nothing in my report that you already haven't heard, other than and I believe Mr. Lynch had mentioned that the city engineer requires a concrete apron and sidewalk repairs to be determined during construction.
Excellent. Okay. If there's no further questions, or what, it's already closed, so I'd hear a motion, please.
I move to approve with the following conditions, the petition of Thomas Lynch Esquire for a site plan review for an 830G, 4-dwelling unit development at map 55, block 510, parcel 35, of which Kareem Jazer is the owner. Items 1, 2, and 3 of my recommendations contained in the city engineer's letter to the Planning and Zoning Office dated 10/1/25 are to be completed to the city engineer's satisfaction, along with one affordable unit in each structure being a condition.
We have a motion, do we have a second? We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, would you please call the vote?
Mr. Agnese?
With the motion.
Mr. Alling?
With the motion.
Mr. Anderson?
With the motion.
Mr. Collegian?
I'm with the motion.
Mr. Machio?
With the motion.
Mr. Mortimer?
With the motion.
Mr. Zaharides?
Against the motion.
Chairman Keesh?
I'm with the motion. Good luck with the project.
All right, thanks so much.
No old business, liaison report, not tonight, subcommittee report. David, if we could put the CDD3 on next meeting on the agenda, and we'll do our best to get an expert to weigh in, and we'll make it a public hearing. Do you have a motion to approve the minutes of 9/16/25? Okay, without objection. Chair's report, I have none. Staff report?
I would like to introduce this evening our new administrative assistant, Amy Meehan, who is sitting right over there, and like to thank Angelica for taking the minutes in the absence of an administrative assistant. So I just welcome Amy, and I hope you all welcome her. And so far, she's been great.
Welcome. That's very good. We look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
And thank you, Angelica, for your work. That being said, without objection, we're adjourned.